DA that won't have sex with his employees.
If you chose to have inappropriate contact with employees,
Trump's going to deserve better.
I certainly will not be choosing people to date that work under me.
Yo, her goose is cooked, man. She's done. It's over. Like, yo, do not pass go, okay? Put your controller down, okay? The game's over. This is a wrap, okay? Fani Willis is caught. She's totally busted, okay? So her and Nathan Wade perjurized, okay? You saw the title in the thumbnail. This story, this is just so freaking ridiculous how they keep clowning themselves. This was the best bet, okay? Let's say I'm Fani Willis, right? I'm strong and independent, right? Put my chest out. I don't need no man, right? I'm Fani Willis. I see that the writings on the wall is starting to look ugly. Okay, recuse yourself from the case. Spare yourself a lot of embarrassment. But no, she tried to stop herself from getting caught. She thought she was smart. She thought she was smarter than everybody. Okay, look, you're not Fani Willis. You're not. Like, look, you let all the pounding get to your head, okay? Nathan must have did a real good job, a damn good job. Because you let it get to your head. Literally let it get under your skin, okay? Like, apparently Nathan pounded out all of Fani's good sense. Because, of course, you know, I'm a person, I'm in IT myself. I know all about forensics, okay? And this is not even hardcore forensics. Basic cell phone tower and geolocation information was able to confirm that Nathan Wade had been visiting Fani Willis's condo that she was subletting from her friend many times prior to when she claimed. Okay, she said, well, you know, maybe around the time when our relationship started, and her and Nathan said the same thing. But apparently that was totally false. So I'm going to go ahead and react to this news clip, and y'all can see more of the details. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
An explosive court filing in Atlanta today, now raising new questions about Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and the relationship that she had with the special prosecutor that she hired to oversee the election interference case against former President Donald Trump. Cell phone data obtained by Trump's legal team shows Nathan Wade, that special prosecutor, visited Willis's neighborhood at least 35 times in the 11 months before Willis hired him in late 2021. Twice, Wade arrived late at night and left early the following morning.
Not the booty call, Fani. He got there late at night and left early in the morning. Oh, I don't want to get caught. I better leave. I don't want nobody to see me over here. Fani would sound like she was like, technically, maybe she could say I didn't perjurize because we was just friends with benefits. I know, look, knowing the type of person Fani Willis has demonstrated herself to be, you know she gonna pull some BS like that. Oh, well, we weren't in a relationship. I mean, we were just effing around at the time. And then later we said, okay, I guess we together now. This is ridiculous.
Data shows about 2,000 calls and 12,000 text messages between Wade and Willis from January to November 2021. Why this matters, the timeline is everything in this case. Joining me now on the phone.
November 2021 is when the Trump indictments came. Okay. So apparently it was when Fani was anyway. But the thing is, throughout all of that time from January to November, they said, what did they say, like 2,000 calls? Let's repeat that again. Let me see what she said.
January 2,000 calls the following morning. The data shows about 2,000 calls,
2,000 calls,
and 12,000 text messages between Wade and Willis from January
2,000 calls and 12,000 text messages. That's a damn lot for friends. How many of y'all talk to y'all friend that often? Because you know she gonna try to be like, well, that doesn't prove anything. We were just talking. You can't talk. I can't talk to my friend. You know she gonna stick her chest out some more and be like, I can't talk to my friend. What do you mean? That doesn't prove anything. Like, you're being ridiculous. Like, of course, that's what she's going to say because she's a wacko. Okay, she is demonetized. Okay, like, I can't say the full, you know what, because you know YouTube, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, look, look, Nathan Wade, he done ran through it. Okay, he done messed up. Like, this is what happens sometimes. I sort of understand. Okay, like, we done been, a lot of us have been in some situations. Okay, we get it. But Fani Willis is in a position where she chose to poke a beehive, and now she's getting stung. Is that simple? Let's go ahead and continue with this video real quick.
November 2021. Why this matters, the timeline is everything in this case. Joining me now on the phone is former Assistant District Attorney of Fulton County, Daryl Cohen. Daryl, thanks for joining us. We sat and watched as this hearing originally started. What do you make of these new revelations?
This is damning. At the very best, it's troubling. It seems to completely contradict the testimony of both Fani Willis and of Nathan Wade.
Look, let me go back real quick.
That,
this is probably
Fani Willis.
This is probably exactly. See this face on the screen? This is exactly how Fani Willis probably looking at the house right now. She's like, damn it. She's like, I told you to turn off your dang geolocation, Nathan. She's like, why are you so freaking stupid? I guarantee it. She's probably freaking the hell out at the house. And I'm sorry, but I find it to be hilarious because people like Fani Willis love to point the finger at everybody else. Y'all saw the way she was acting at church, all self-righteous. Look at her now.
Contradict the testimony of both Fani Willis and of Nathan Wade. And because of that, this could be a complete game changer in terms of how Judge McAfee decides to rule.
The timeline here, the timeline is extremely important. Get viewers up to speed about why this timeline matters.
Well, it matters because the testimony has been that Fani Willis and Nathan Wade became friends. They met at a conference, and he was hired before any of this took place, and that they did not have any type of relationship other than completely a business relationship.
That was a lie.
Now, if these texts and if these pings on the telephone are accurate, that changes the entire ball game and means that there could be some untruth that's been told under oath. In other words, it could be perjury.
What you mean could be? What you mean it could be? Look, Fani Willis done told so many dang lies in such a short period of time. Like, it's practically making everybody's head spin. Her head probably still spinning from all that drilling that Nathan was doing. And she's trying to make everybody else's head spin, but it's not working, Fani. Like, Nathan ain't out here. He ain't give everybody the business. He only was giving it to you. Because apparently it wasn't happening with his wife. Okay. Hell, maybe he was doing them both. Who knows? They not divorced yet, so I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? But she's cooked. The dude, he used to work with Fani Willis, so he feels sad that she's been entangled into this situation. But it is what it is. She did not have to be here. I want everybody who wants to take Fani Willis aside, who wants to just cap for the black woman, who want to take Fani Willis' side and is mad at everybody for going against her. For one thing, you're wrong if you support anybody who's doing wrong. Yeah, that's the first thing. Secondly, Fani Willis went after other people. Okay, she's going after Trump and all of these other people. Like, she already knows that her house ain't clean. Her closet got skeletons in it. Why the hell you mess with other people if your own house ain't clean? It don't make sense. You got your own skeletons in your closet and you hoping don't nobody open up the door. It was foolish from the beginning. And to be honest with you, I'm not shocked by any of this stuff. It doesn't shock me at all. People like Fani Willis, there's lots of people who are just like her in this world. This does not surprise me, not in the least. If you didn't go after Trump, that's the reason why a lot of other people didn't go after Trump. Their ego wasn't as crazy inflated as Fani Willis was. This lady was an ego maniac. Okay? Them other people put their egos in check. They're like, you know what? I don't want to be exposed, so I'm going to just relax. Fani Willis' ego was so out of control and she was so freaking demonetized by Nathan. She was like, nah, we got him. We're going to take this white man down. Y'all know that's what she was thinking. Y'all see my previous video where her daddy straight up calling all the white folks the C word, racist as hell. Just for the record, I never say that word. Y'all ain't got to believe me, but like, I'm not a perfect individual, but I do not support racism of any kind. And I can't stand seeing anybody do it, much less black people like, well, racism's okay. So we just gonna, in general, a lot of black people are racist against everybody, including other black people. But I don't support this nonsense. I don't support people that I know are doing bad because they look similar to me. Like, I'm not one of the, we may be the same color, but we're not one and the same. Let's keep going.
It isn't,
And
because
so,
this is very sad.
yeah, I mean, at the heart of the matter, really, then, in this case right now, this has nothing to do with the actual case against Donald Trump and the other co-defendants in the election interference case. This is all to do with if Fani Willis, the district attorney, benefited financially from hiring who we know now ended up being her boyfriend. So that's why the timeline of this is so important. If it happened before, then there's a problem. If it happened after, it might be a problem as far as optics are concerned, but not necessarily something that would get the office kicked off this case. Now, let's just say the Fani Willis's entire office gets removed from this case. What happens next?
Then it goes to the prosecutor's counsel, and they locate a district attorney's office who is capable and willing of prosecuting the case. That could be near impossible. Clayton County District Attorney has already said she cannot handle it. That leaves DeKalb County, Cobb County, and that's about it, because it has to be a large office that has the ability and the people to prosecute it, and the budget, because the budget's going to just explode with this type of case.
Them people are not going to prosecute the case. If Fani Willis is removed, which she obviously should be at this point, but if she's removed, the case is dead in the water. It's over. Nobody else wants to go through what Fani Willis is going through. A lot of these people, if you talk about like a lot of these attorney type people with these long law careers and big successful careers, a lot of these people claw and cheat their way to the top. Okay, you cannot trust these people for the most part. There's a couple good ones, but in general, that's how these people get to where they're at, and they're extremely unethical. Fani Willis just so happened to get cocky. She got arrogant, and she thought that she could just do whatever she wanted. She thought she was invincible, but she wasn't. She had no real reason to think that. For all intents and purposes, it's really not even that many people that clearly have her back. It might be a couple, but it's not enough. And it certainly is not enough if you're actually doing something wrong. It's a hard enough world if you're not doing wrong. But if you are, oh, you're effed. And I ain't talking about what Nathan was doing. I'm talking about in a way that you don't like, Fani. Okay, look. I'm done kind of listening to them sulk on that situation. Look, I want to play another quick clip for y'all, okay? Because what this is about is Nathan basically begging the judge to throw out the testimony of Terrence Bradley, the guy who, if y'all saw my video where Fani Willis's attorney, Anna Cross, threw Terrence under the bus. And apparently the reason why they were doing this is because one of the reasons that this whole affair situation came to light is because the attorney for Michael Roman was trying to find some sort of dirt. So she reached out to Terrence, and he actually started responding. So basically, Fani Willis and the attorney were getting revenge. They were getting retribution. Because remember, I was saying, well, I don't know why they would take Terrence down when he wasn't answering anything. Well, it's because apparently they saw him as a snitch and they just wanted to take him down. They were retaliating. That's how people like Fani Willis operate. Okay, but let's go ahead and react to this.
Just into our newsroom, a new twist in the ongoing court battle over whether Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade will be disqualified from their case against former President Donald Trump and several others accused of interfering with Georgia's 2020 election.
So today, Nathan Wade, he actually submitted a new court filing asking the judge to counsel what could be a pivotal private court proceeding. Investigative reporter Zach Merchant has been following this case from the very beginning. So Zach, what is all of this?
Does this sound like something that a person who was innocent would do? If it were me and I was innocent, I'd be like, hey, look through everything. Look through my phone. Check all my records. Check my bank accounts. Look at everything. Because even though it's private information, I want to make y'all look stupid after looking through everything imaginable. What these people are trying to do is say, well, y'all gonna look stupid, but I'm gonna just show you a little teeny tiny bit of information, and then y'all gonna look stupid when that's not enough. But oh, no, don't check everything. Don't check everything. These people really think that everybody is dumb. They think that they are smart. This is one of the things about me and my friends and the people who I click with. We don't think we're the smartest people out there. We think that we might be smarter than like the average person, but we don't think that we just invincible out here. We just tell people whatever, do whatever, and then we never gonna get caught. Like, no, that's foolish. My bad, guys. Let's keep going.
It's mean.
Well, guys, it's important to not get lost in the legal jargon. At its core, this filing gets to an essential part of the defense team's argument as that team seeks answers from a witness they consider key to their efforts to remove both DA Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade from the case. That witness, Terrence Bradley, Wade's former law partner and one-time divorce lawyer. At last week's hearing, defense attorneys spent hours trying to get Bradley to answer when Willis and Wade began their romantic relationship. The defense attorneys are alleging it started before Willis named Wade as a special prosecutor in the case, and that role for him allowed both of them to financially benefit from the case. But Bradley testified he couldn't say anything because, in his view, any information he may have was protected by attorney-client privilege. Fulton County Judge Scott McAfee looked ready to accept that argument until just before the end of Friday's hearing, when Bradley gave an answer that seemed to reopen the issue.
Now I'm left wondering if Mr. Bradley has been properly interpreting privilege this entire time.
The judge asked Bradley and his attorney to join him for a private, off-the-record proceeding to determine whether Bradley really was covered by attorney-client privilege last Friday, but apparently that did not happen. And now, in today's court filing, Wade is asking Judge McAfee to cancel it altogether and uphold the attorney-client privilege shield. Here's why this matters. The stakes are substantial. If the judge does have that meeting and decides Bradley was not claiming privilege properly, defense attorneys could get another chance to question him under oath about the origins of Willis and Wade's relationship.
All right.
Yeah, and we already know what that is, okay? We know that Fani Willis is lying. It's been obvious that she's been lying from the beginning. So when I first heard about this story, I really didn't even want to do this story when I first heard about the Fani Willis thing. But when I looked into it and information started coming out, I started saying, man, it's starting to look like this lady's guilty as hell. She's like extremely standoffish about the entire thing. She's trying to like play this psychological game where it's like, how dare you accuse me? Like, clutching her freaking pearls. And some people that are more on the naive side, who don't really understand human psychology and the type of things that people do to manipulate emotions and things like that, they think that, well, obviously she's so mad and so enraged by this, it's because they're picking on an innocent person. That's not really how a lot of innocent people act. Maybe sometimes they do, but a lot of the time, this is what one would call posturing. Okay, like basically, she deserves an Emmy, is what I'm saying, because even that, I don't even think that she was good at her acting. Her lies were very blatant and obvious. A bunch of cash, Fani. Look, you busted. It's 2 damn o'clock in the morning where you been. Shout out to the Isley Brothers song. You busted. Fani is over. Okay, y'all seen what they said. They said it was thousands of calls and texts. 2,000 calls. 12,000 texts over 11-month period. This was prior to the Trump trial. You think that this private investigator made a mistake? He said he analyzed all interactions. Okay, he analyzed all interactions, and they said that when he went over to that area where he attached to the tower in that same area that Fani Willis was at, he says the data reveals that he was stationary and not in transit. She's cooked. Okay, her goose is cooked. She's going up the creek without a paddle. The curtains closing, the walls are closing in, the ceiling's coming down. It's over. Okay, she barked up the wrong tree. And she hit a branch that was loose and she fell down and bumped her head. Okay, so this is honestly kind of sad at this point. It's hilarious. Y'all see me like laughing this entire time because it's kind of a hilarious story, and the fact that this is going on and how humiliating it is, because she's trying to, it's like poetic justice. She's trying to humiliate Trump, lock him up and a bunch of other people that for the most part are probably innocent, including the people who supposedly pled guilty. They're just trying to get out of this freaking witch hunt. But after all it is, now she's the one in a hot seat. There's investigation after investigation into her. There's more investigations. Like, it's so much stuff happening with Fani Willis. I don't even have enough time to make videos and posts about it, but there's new investigations that have recently started with Fani Willis. There's so much stuff, and it's all because she got arrogant. You should have stayed in your place, Fani. Okay, Fulton County is a big place, but America is a bigger place. There's a lot of people with a lot of talent, and a lot of people going to come after you. You made enemies. Okay, and you were guilty. If you was innocent, I'd be like, look, this is crazy, leave this woman alone. But she's not innocent. I did videos proving it. A lot of people did videos and got evidence proving it. This lady is just an arrogant asshole. That's who Fani Willis is. She's been exposed, and it's time to take her ass off of this case and put Trump in the damn office and make America great again. Stop playing with my money. Okay, I'm trying to get this economy back in order, deport these illegals, and we gonna make freaking America great again. I'm tired of Fani Willis trying to play with me just because she got some good pants. Okay? Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Appreciate y'all watching a Black Anomaly Rising channel. I'm out.
I would never have an affair with anybody in my office. Well, she had an affair.